Now that we've viewed the muscles in the ventral deep portion of the body, another portion that we need to look at is the posterior, or in the legs. Now, in your previous dissections of the legs, we just said this is the sartorius and this is the gracilis. But now it's time to go deeper than those and really start to see the muscles of the leg. You may have dissected out the semitendinosus and the semimembranosus muscles whenever you were looking at this cat in the lateral view. We're also going to view them in the ventral view as well. Again, cutting through the meat of the sartorius, keeping the scissors angled up, cut through the sartorius, and reflect it backwards to expose the deeper muscles. Additionally, you can take the gracilis and begin to lift it up and do the same. Carefully removing the connective tissue in this area so as not to tear the pectineus muscle, which I've done. This is the pectineus muscle, I've torn it. Again, no problem if you tear things, you have another side to work on to make it beautiful. Start to get under that gracilis muscle, breaking away any connective tissue. And your finger will come out of the side here. The semitendinosus is the most posterior, and the semimembranosus is the next one. You're seeing the semimembranosus become separated from the gracilis. If you're ever in a tight muscle like this, don't use your finger to buffer yourself as you make the cuts. Use your blunt probe or something else. And then you can begin to reflect, break away those connective tissues to expose the deeper musculature under the gracilis. Don't do that. So we have the semitendinosus here as the most posterior. Next we have the semimembranosus, which has a nice clear distinction. Semitendinosus, semimembranosus. Next is the adductor femoris here, and I've kind of overdid it to separate the the adductor femoris from the adductor longus. These are often difficult to separate, these two. So semi-tendinosus, semi-membranosus, adductor longus, adductor femoris, which I've kind of butchered here, and I already told you I broke the pectineus as well. It's okay if you do that. You're orienting yourself to it. You'll correct it on the other side. Remember all that connective tissue that you removed at the abdominal wall? That's also going to help you out here, because now we need to see a deep muscle in this area called the iliopsoas. Reading it, you might want to say iliopsoas, but the P is silent. That is this deep muscle right here, iliopsoas. It runs perpendicular to all the other muscles that are running in this body, in this portion of the body. Now deep to the sartorius, remember the sartorius is here, it's been cut and reflected. Deep to this are another series of muscles, which you may know in your body as the quads. This is the rectus femoris, the vastus medius, the vastus lateralis, and the vastus intermedius. They're the quads. There's going to be 4 of them. Quad means 4. What I'm pulling away here, to give you a better view, since I've cut and reflected the sartorius, now you can see that tensor fascia lata muscle embedded in the tensor fascia. Don't cut the tensor fascia completely away, but you may need to cut it through towards the knee so that you can reflect back and see those deep muscles of the leg. The vastus lateralis is the lateral portion of the muscle. The vastus medius is the medial portion of the portion of the muscle that's towards the midline of the body. If you imagine these as a hot dog bun, sitting right in the middle as the hot dog is the rectus femoris, which you can lift and cut to expose the vastus intermedius. Intermedius means between the two muscles. Vastus intermedius is here.